Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys come out and they are led out by Dak Prescott as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler who is now 32 years old.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
He's got room to run right at the start, and he'll be brought down, but what a run down to the 40. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Go play action. It's Prescott. Open man. Downfield. It's CeeDee Lamb. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
First down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run it with Williams. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the play fake, Dak. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Williams now to return. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. Now it's going to be third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Love. He's going to have the first down and more. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Love to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20, and they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, here's Dak. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah McDuffie. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On the run, it's Wilson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A carry here for Wilson. Wanarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll run with Wilson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. They'll set up the screen to Wilson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back,
and he will take it in himself. Jordan Love, touchdown Packers. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Cowboys 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Whoa. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This is Miles Sanders. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. A run up the middle, it's Sanders. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger runs a punt for Dallas. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Packers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. Here's Wilson. Room to run at the 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
In motion goes Dobbs. On the ground, it's Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 44. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top. We're back to Arlington in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. In motion goes Dobbs. A carry here for Wilson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
To throw is Love. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 4th down, the Packers turned over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
2nd down, Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 4. Here's Sanders. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Dak facing third and long. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down.
That's another Cowboys. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Straight ahead, it's Sanders. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's four-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Dak can throw it here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it's Williams. Yeah, He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Wilson. The ball comes out, and the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Love. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
A run here with Wilson. And a good run there. Going to give him 5 yards.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. On 2nd down, Love. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one up top for Dobbs. And he'll take this one in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers go up by 7. It is now 17 to 10.
17. Cowboys 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First down, Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's made by Pickens, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. Dak gonna work it to Lamb on the RPO.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 39-yard line.
2nd and 7. On the play fake, Dak. Route left side, caught by Ferguson. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. It's 3rd and 4. Prescott again. Forced out wide. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 47 yards out.
47-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to cut it to 4. 17 to 13.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there to start the second half. 36 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Love. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. Oh, a loose football. And the Packers have recovered the football.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
They'll run. It's Wilson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Packers.
1st down, Packers.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
1st down,
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A good play action with Love. That one taken in. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead.
Cowboys 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Prescott. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Dak. That is caught downfield by Pickens. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Cowboys.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
2nd down, Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will cut the deficit to 7.
Cowboys 20.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. 1st catch, 1st touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Golden. Love to throw it on 1st down. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jacobs. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
McManus on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers are going to extend their lead.
Packers 34, Cowboys 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From just shy of midfield, here's second down. 4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cowboys.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He'll work this out wide for Sanders. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been Unquestionably, the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And motion, it's Golden. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
He'll step up and run this. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll power it. Push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Packers set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Dak gonna run with it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the give, it's Williams. Has an opening past the 40. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big connection from Dak to CD. A pickup of 44 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. And he will score! Game on! George Pickens! Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
All right, so the Cowboys set to go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll throw again. Dak, nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Williams now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Love to throw. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns in.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Dante Fowler in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing on second down, Love. This one complete down the field to Golden. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken at the 17. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Prescott now. That's brought in right side by Pickens. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, it is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On the ground, Williams, and he will have a Cowboys first down. We're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these 3rd and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
Pistol now for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now Prescott will get this out quickly to Lamb. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the 1-yard line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but...
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys have cut the deficit to 5.
Cowboys 36.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Arlington.